Hello everyone, this is the Green Snake Gamer playing Scooby-Doo, Night of 100 Frights. Wreck on the deck. To continue where we left off, head straight up here past the groundskeeper and this warp gate to this small fan. Now that we have the umbrella invention, we will use this fan to float across to the ship in the back. Now, if you want to go back to the warp gate, there's this small boat in the water you can ride. But we don't have to worry about that because we're going to be going through this door. This leads us to Wreck on the Deck Part 1. Here's the save point if you want to save your game. Now you need to be careful here to avoid these flying fish enemies while you're jumping across these platforms collecting the Scooby Snacks. So just time your jumps carefully. If you want, you can get them out of the way by using the Super Smash invention, but you run the risk of falling in the water if your timing is off, so I wouldn't recommend it. Okay, now continue ahead. Over here we have a tar monster enemy to take care of, so let's get him out of the way. Now in the back here, you can see there's this ledge, and on top of it is an ice block containing a caveman enemy. But we can't get up there, so just keep that in mind. Now head back a little bit to where you saw the Scooby Snacks floating in the air. We need to wait for the water to go down, and then jump to this platform. And then keep going. Now some of these platforms do sink, this one doesn't. So this is the safe platform. Once the water goes down, quickly jump across. Now there's a flower patch on this one, so you need to be quick here and dig it up and then jump back to where the switch is. It's just for a sandwich, it's not really that important. Now, go ahead and use the Super Smash to activate this switch. This will lower those two platforms so we can reach that boat in the water. So now we just need to head back. Need to be quick here before the platforms sink in the water. Now just jump across these platforms to get to this boat. Here's the door to the next area, so go ahead and go through it. This leads us to Wreck on the Deck Part 2. Now collect these Scooby Snacks and activate this switch using the Super Smash invention. Now we need to jump over to that boat in the water. And then jump over to the platform. Now these are bounce platforms. Now you want to go left first. This is very important. So you go left and jump over to these platforms and collect these Scooby Snacks. So you need to come over to these two platforms and collect all the Scooby Snacks on them first thing, before you go the other way. Like I said, it's very important. Once you do that, then you can go ahead and go right and follow this trail of Scooby Snacks to the end. Now, at the last platform here, you can see there's a switch. So go ahead and use the Super Smash to activate this switch. This will move one of those platforms we jumped on before. Now the Scooby Snacks that were on that platform that we collected would not move with it. That's why I said collect them first. Otherwise they would now be floating over the water and you would have to fall into the water to collect them. So now go up to the next row of platforms. And same thing, follow the trail of Scooby Snacks to the end of it. Try to bounce as high as you can to collect these high Scooby Snacks. Now at the end of this row of platforms, you can see there's another switch to activate. So go ahead and use the Super Smash to activate it. This will move the other platform into position. So now we just need to head back. So now we can jump to the next row of platforms. And again, follow the Scooby Snacks to the end of it. Now, for some reason, this one has this ledge right here that you can get on. This is the only one of these platforms that has this for some reason. I don't know why. But you can use that to stop you from bouncing and jump across that way. Now at the end of this row of platforms, you can see it's just 2 boxes of Scooby Snacks. There's no switch to activate this time. So now we can head back. So now we need to go left and jump on this lower platform. Now just follow this trail of Scooby Snacks to the boat. This will lead us to the next door we need to go through. There's also a platform on the boat here to bounce you back up if you need to get back up on these bounce platforms. So go ahead and go through the door. This leads us to Wreck on the Deck Part 3. So go left and jump across these boats. Okay, here's a witch enemy. But as you can see, she's too high in the air right now. So I'll take care of her a bit later. So keep heading left and take care of the scuba diver enemy. Now jump onto this vent. As you can see, it's blowing air up, so we can use the umbrella here. You just need to be careful of this flying fish when you're going up. This flying fish will go up and down. So just get above him and then use the Super Smash to get him out of the way. That'll make it a lot easier. Now go right. Here's another vent we can use. Keep heading right, and here's another flying fish. Again, use the Super Smash to get him out of the way. And use these vents to go up. Okay, now there's a Scooby Snack below us, and I believe there's a few more below us along with that witch. So let's take care of her. There she is. Okay, that gets her out of the way. So now we need to go back around. Okay, there's a Scooby Snack. Alright, there we go. Now ride this all the way up to the top. Now before we go up through this opening, above us you can see there's a monster token. This monster token is a bit tricky to get. There are 2 ways you can get it. The first way that I'm gonna try is very difficult. We're gonna need the help of this scuba diver enemy. See this opening right here? We need to wait for the scuba diver to get in perfect alignment with it so we can bounce up using the Super Smash. Like this. I can't believe I did that on my first try. This is the more difficult way to get this monster token. An easier way to do this is to wait till later when we get another invention. That will allow us to bounce up and reach higher ledges. And then you can come back here and use that. Whichever way works for you. Okay, now we need to get down and activate that switch in the back here. So just be careful on these platforms, because they tilt. So just make your way down slowly while collecting these Scooby snacks. Now you need to activate this switch. This drops a boat into the water and turns it on. We will need that to continue ahead. So just tilt these platforms up a bit to climb back up. Now make your way back to the vent we rode before with the flying fish that we took care of. There are some boats down here. Just get on top of one to change the camera angle so we can see better. Now we need to wait for the boat in the water to get close to us so we can ride it over there to the warp gate. Make sure to collect these Scooby snacks. Just be careful not to fall in the water. Okay, I'll be back for that warp gate. I just need to collect the Scooby snack first. There we go. Okay, now jump over to the warp gate to activate it. Now we're gonna use this and warp back to the mystery machine so I can save my game. This will be the end of Scooby-Doo, Night of 100 Frights, Wreck on the Deck.